Hi, this is Elliot Wave Sage. Going to do a quick post CPI report and kind of what to expect for my update. And of course, this isn't financial advice. Always do what's best for you. Just use this for your education and entertainment purposes only. So I think, if we look at this impulse, what we have here, this move is going to correct soon, even if we do and I expect we continue higher. So look for that. And we may already see it starting to fade, right? We may already start to see this fade. And a lot of people will be confused, but if you really look at the chart, it's just correcting. And this was what happened on Friday, the week of the 4th of July, where we were red, but we're really just in a two wave. So keep this in mind that we could see that pull back after the news. If it fades, the other alternative is if we don't fade and we continue to accelerate and really want to take out this peak here on the June 16th peak, then we could start to see rapid acceleration higher. A massive squeeze. So it's a really market still hasn't decided. I think it's trying to figure out what it's going to do. Do we going to pull back and come out later, or are we just going to start to run right now? And that's the way I would see the market right now. So I'll just kind of quickly go through things. So this is the ES 1212. Now this could be a 345 and reverse back down to 439, but it's looking less likely. You could see the RSI reset is pretty significant. So this could actually be an entire cycle corrected, which would be typical. As you can see, each correction got smaller and smaller and smaller, and now we break into the 3 of 3, which is what I expect the Dow to be breaking into the fall. So I do think that the ES could mirror that, so keep that in mind as well. And here's the SPY chart. I still have it labeled as a 5. I was thinking it was a triangle, but I don't think that's the case anymore. I believe it's either a wave 3 of 5, or like I showed earlier, that this entire impulse has been corrected in a very aggressive manner there, and we come out of that, and we come out. So we don't know exactly the setup, but you need to be more like not as bearish this market in looking to buy pullbacks, not chase strength. And there is right now strength, but if we can get some buy-in opportunities, I would do that. I would look for that. And then the IWM clearly breaking out, and again in this 1212, and looking for these higher targets. I believe we're heading there. Then Bitcoin, again, Bitcoin is in this consolidation area. It could be 3, 3, and get another 3. So we could still get this dump, but don't let this scare you if this happens. Just take the gift the market will give you. The other alternative is 2 is done here in a run-in flat, and it's about to explode out of this. Keep an eye on Bitcoin Cash breaking out of this consolidation. Pretty bullish, and it's broken out. It could be finishing up another wave too right now. And then Litecoin has a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern that looks good. And again, it could still dip down to 94. Again, a gift. This would be kind of a gift to play the breakout here. So just keep those in mind. Silver was definitely strong. What we want to look for is it a false breakout of this downtrend line. So yet to be seen. We need to see it follow through, and it tends to struggle to do that. The rates have started to drop just like I expected, and I do think it's a journey down. Here in the dollar index has dumped. It's going into its 3 of 3 moment on the downside, and the Hang Seng is supporting the market too, and it's should be pulling back in a 2 and then out of this in a 3 of 3. So everything's set up for more upside. So I would be looking to buy the dip, not necessarily panic. And I would be looking at Russell And if you followed me, you've already been in a lot of these Russell stocks. I already mentioned these stocks weeks before. You've got guys with hundreds of thousands of followers saying, go long, Robinhood. Look, it's a breakout. I told you about Robinhood, way before the masses, and that's what I'm trying to give you with like stocks like GoPro. No one's talking about GoPro. Nobody. You can get in on that. Who knows? What if it's the next GameStop? We don't know. Somebody's accumulating that. That's going to be a really good opportunity, I believe, at some point in the future. But a lot of people aren't tracking that. GoPro as an example, but there's a lot of these, space coming out of this consolidation should be coming out. I still like BBAI. It's being really testing your patience as a trader, but it is set up in this 1 2 1 2 1 2 pattern. I do believe it comes out of this, and so on and so on. QSI pulling back into, and it may already be breaking out in its wave 3 of 3 moment, coming out of this massive wedge out. And that's what we're looking for. And there's just so many opportunities. It's just, if you take the time to look, ChargePoint is another tradable stock that, very close to our buy area, but it's probably going to turn once we break out of this consolidation. So that's another really good opportunity. But I can go through the entire market and find these all over the place. So you just this is the time, and I've been telling you guys, this is the time to not be too worried, and then the worry will come later. The party will always end, and it will end. And once we, I think, get closer to the fall, I think that market could be set up for a pretty good drop and a scare, and we'll see what happens. But I think this is the opportunity again. If the market wants to sell off, if we reverse and go red again like we did on the 4th of July week, and we come back down in this wave 2, these are buyable dips. This is a buyable dip. This is a buyable dip. If we do this, I really like Netflix. If I can get that lower, if it does want to reverse, it looks like it's probably going to break out again. I had that Tesla buy here. Looks like that's starting to break out. And again, you see the party's going to come to an end here. Like I look at the SOXS, right? SOXL, I'm sorry. So eventually, this party looks like it's coming to an end. Like this could easily be a 3, 4, and 5, and then back. So again, these are more aggressive labels, but this could easily be a 4, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a crash. So that's why I have this highlighted, because I'm definitely going to take a lot of profits in these areas, but I do want to keep a bigger picture in mind, because if you look at, like something like the SOXL, it looks like a massive inverse head and shoulders that could, if we do break out, you could see follow through up to $48, $50. So I have to keep an open mind to these possibilities that exist that seem unthinkable at the moment, but I do need to keep the Elliott wave options in mind. But I do think this is an area that I gotta watch for a false breakout and then a massive breakdown. So I gotta keep my area. But what this is telling me is the good times will probably come to an end. Lab up was a good buy. I think again, massive consolidation. We're gonna break out. I'm hoping this could run back up to $18, and again, and start to form its head, and then we get a nasty dump later. So there's so many opportunities, like Slumberjay, like I gave you guys this. Now everyone's talking about the oil services, but I told you I saw the bottom here, and it was like aggressive. I really loaded up on this, and it's just now you have a massive breakout of like I said, a multi-year downtrend line that goes all the way back to 2015. So the oil services are super bullish, guys. Super bullish. If this happens, I mean, you're looking at, $100, you're looking at huge gain potential in the oil services if you're patient enough. It's not going to be a straight line, but I do think that was pretty that's a good opportunity there. But you heard that from me weeks ago. So anyway, so the market, like I said, look for if we do get this red pullback, it's just another dip to buy like it was last week. So don't let it panic you. I would be looking for growth stocks, tech, I would be looking for those type of stocks to get into. So like if we go to like my other list that I've got here, if I look through it, so many things have pumped, but I would still keep an eye on growth and really look for those opportunities and trade those. But there, like I said, there's quite a few out there. It's just a lot of decision to go into the right ones. So just look at the charts and do what's best for you. But anyway, I would say other than that, I'm trying to just click through some of these to see if there's anything. I'm trying to find this one healthcare one that I want to show you guys. And I don't see it here. Maybe it's in the requested stocks that you guys have. But there was another one. Unity Software is another one, guys, that's got a double bottom breakout about to happen. And then it should start and then finish an inverse head and shoulders and then get to 112. So this is another good opportunity for a longer term hold. Just kind of keep that in mind. Mercado Libre looks like it found the bottom here, and the connector should extend higher. And board drilling is another opportunity that could come out of this consolidation and come up. We could see $17. There's a GoPro. Like I said, GoPro in a massive wedge that's on the verge of breaking out that nobody's talking about. But I'm sure when we're at $11, everyone's going to be talking about it. But I'm telling you now, I mean, we're right at the edge of that, and we're in a double area of accumulation for the massive correction and the initial bounce. And so this is a massive area of support. I would expect that this again, left shoulder head, and now the right shoulder, we hit 11 and then the FOMO, and then we break out. And as you can see, there's really no resistance after this breakout at 18. You really don't have any resistance, maybe a 43, but all the way up to 62. So this could have one of those GameStop-like pumps whenever the right type of news hits. So this is an opportunity to get in early on something like that, but you're going to have to hold it for a while. And then the other thing is I want to show Robinhood real quick. Robinhood. So here's the thing. We showed the breakout. Again, I mentioned this back at we were in $8 to go long. Again, just like GoPro, it's just leading GoPro. It's going to come up to probably 15 and then consolidate and dump and then form this inverse head and shoulders. But just like GoPro, there's really no resistance anywhere up until you get to 46. So this could be a massive opportunity, massive pump opportunity that you want to just kind of hold on tight and not really want to trade in and out of until you could get to much higher prices because of where it's trading right now. And there's so many, like I said, so many stocks like that out there. So just look for those opportunities. And that's kind of what I would be looking for. But anyway, so we'll see how it goes today's trading. And like I said, just keep your eye on the pullback. Natural gas pulling back. By the way, Boyle did break out. I said if we could break out of the downtrend line, that would be a good opportunity, a good signal to go along. And now we're breaking down. So this could be 5 up. And so this is a dip buy at 61 against 57. If 57 breaks, then it sets you up for a really nice entry here. And I would be, if the market does decide to do this kind of dump, which would test the double bottom here at 47, and this would be a double correction. This would be a great opportunity to trade long on Boyle if we can get that. There's no guarantee, but it's possible, of course. But for right now, we could say the correction is done, and we're in this 1, and now we're in 2. And so this is a tradable area to buy in this area, and then have a stop loss at 57 to play this wave 3 breakout. And if it doesn't do that, you stop out, then look for a massive shakeout, and then look for lower prices later to buy this 2 later down here, which would be a really good opportunity. This is kind of why I did not want to buy it when I mentioned it, because it didn't really meet my criteria. But now on this pullback, we'll see if we can get a little bit lower. I may give it a try today. So this is definitely something to keep on your watch list, and probably the only thing that's red right now. But do what's best for you. All right, guys, that's all I've got.